We'll open with a statement from head coach Muffet McGraw, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes.
It's hard right now to remember what a great season this was, but I think that's what we need to reflect back and think about getting here. Tonight's game was incredibly disappointing for all of us, in particular the seniors. I know how much they wanted it, and I wanted it for them. But Connecticut was, they just overpowered us. They killed us inside, and their bigs were just too much for us. I thought Stewart was phenomenal. Dolson, 16 and 17, it's pretty amazing. I thought we were overmatched in the post. And I thought if we could have made them go to their bench a little bit earlier in the second half, we might have had a chance. But I thought that's when we made our run in the first half. And unfortunately, they didn't have to go to their bench in the second half. So
we have Kayla McBride and Michaela Mabrey. We'll take questions for the student athletes. Right down here.
John Glennon with the Tennessean. It's for Kayla. Can you talk a little bit about the dominance that UConn had inside, and would Natalie have made somewhat of a difference in that regard tonight, you think?
I think that we just came out undermatched. I don't think anything could have changed to change that. They just came out and they went directly in the post, and our help side wasn't there from the get-go, so they got comfortable, they got into a rhythm, and it just went downhill from there.
Question right here.
Teresa Walker for the Associated Press. For either of you, how much was UConn kind of affecting your shooting? You kind of had little stretches where just couldn't get shots to fall. How much was it the ball not just going in, or how much was UConn affecting that?
I think a lot of it was ourselves. I think we were kind of beating ourselves. We weren't in the rhythm of our offense. We weren't making the extra pass. We weren't playing the normal way that we've been playing these past 37 games, and I think that's what made it look so bad.
Anything else for the student athletes? Right here.
Yeah, again for Kayla. As the coach was talking about, is it difficult right now to look back and think about how good a season it is when it ends in this manner?
No, I'm proud of these girls regardless. We've been through so much this year, so much adversity. If you look at Mike and what our bench has done this year, I couldn't be more proud of them. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else or playing for anyone else or playing with anyone else.
Question over here on the end.
Michaela, you held your own with them on the boards for a half. I believe it was 20-18 at halftime, and then came out and just completely overpowered you in the first 5 minutes of the second half. What happened that allowed them just to completely do that?
We really weren't boxing out at all. We weren't getting a body on them. And to begin with, they're bigger than us, and I think, we tried to make that a point at halftime to box it out and get a body on them, but, we came out, we really didn't do that. So I think that's where they got most of their offensive rebounds.
Anything further for the student athletes? Okay, thank you, ladies. The Notre Dame locker room is open until 10:20. We'll take questions now for Coach McGraw. Right here.
Teresa Walker, the Associated Press. Muffet, when you shook hands there with Gino after the game, what did you all say to each other?
I said something like, I thought we were playing the Miami Heat for a while. You guys are just that good. What a great season, things like that. I thought they were just missing LeBron was the only thing they were missing.
Any more questions for Coach?
Oh, that was painless. Thank you.
We'll take, actually, we have one more.
The shooting, you guys have been shooting the ball so well all season long, beyond the three-point line, et cetera. What did you see that was not working tonight, and how disappointing when you've been that good all year?
Well, their defense was very good. When you have somebody like Stewart on the perimeter, she's such a good shot blocker. I think that made it a little bit more difficult. They were looking to double, I thought, a little bit more. The post was stepping out and trying to take the guard, and they had a lot more size with that. And a little bit of it, I think, was just the bad start. Then we were pressing. We were just trying so hard, and we went one-on-one instead of, our game has been team and, assists and working the ball together. And I thought we tried to go a little bit too much off the dribble.
Question over here.
Muffet, Gino said before the game you couldn't match up against both Kayla and Jewel. It looked like they just concentrated on taking Jewel out of the game, and they did. Were you surprised by how well effectively they were able to do that?
Well, no, I don't think they get enough credit for their defense. They're a good defensive team, and Jefferson is kind of like a gnat. She was really feisty. K-Mac was able to still get her shots, but Jewel struggled a little bit to find her rhythm tonight, and I think you have to credit their defense for that.
Question over here on the side.
Yeah, Coach, you guys battled back late in the first half, and I imagine felt decent where you were at halftime. What changed right at the start of the second half when they went on another run, though?
We made our run when they went to the bench. We went to the triangle and 2. It was very effective. We made some shots. I think we got into a little bit of a rhythm on our own. And then in the second half, they didn't sub, and that was the difference. We couldn't go to the triangle with their starters. We couldn't play them man-to-man, and we couldn't play them zone. So, they went off and running. We couldn't rebound. We had no answer, really, for anything they did.
Anything else? In the back?
Muffet, what did this senior class for you mean to the culture of what basketball is at Notre Dame?
I think they changed the culture, the expectation level. I think they set the bar really high. They've achieved so much in 4 years, and all of them have contributed a great deal to it in so many ways, on and off the court, with leadership, and the basketball part as well. But it's going to be a really hard class to let go of. This was a real emotional one for me, and this group has really meant a lot to me personally too.